Olá, amigos e amigas. Eu sou o Nando Show. Estou aqui hoje com o Zekken, novo reforço do MIBR para a temporada 2026. A gente vai conversar um pouquinho sobre o ano dele na Sentinels e essa mudança ao MIBR também com as novidades aí junto da carreira dele. So, Zach, first of all, welcome. Thank you very much for being here today. How are you?
Thank you. I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, sorry.
How
Zach,
are you, Nando?
I'm good, man. I'm really
Oh, okay.
good. Really happy to have you here. Zach, first of all, 25 was something of a crazy year for you, with Sentinels being really good on Americas, but internationally wasn't the prettiest, I guess. So, how do you see like 2025 as individual for Zach and as a team as a whole for Sentinels?
Um, I would say it was a pretty up and down year. I think individually, I wasn't as consistent as I wanted to be. I had some good performances, but I also had some pretty rough performances, and I would like it to be a bit more balanced, like a bit more in the middle than it was. And then as a team, I think we did very well domestically. Our biggest hurdle was like beating G2, which we didn't really get to do too much. But I think internationally we had our struggles. But overall, I think it was a solid year.
Zach, we had like in the start of December the Diversity Americas Awards, and unfortunately you weren't there like at the duelist top three. My guess it's that you deserve to be there. My opinion is that you deserve to be at least top three. So any thoughts on that? Any thoughts on being outside of the top three? Do you think you deserve to be there?
Uh, I was pretty noob last year, so I don't. I mean, I think if I was top three, it would have been nice, but I can see why.
Makes sense. Zach, when I spoke to Rob, your former CEO, he mentioned that what you guys were talking to a new contract, and then you came up to him and said, "Yeah, I got this offer, and I need to take this." And he said, "Yeah, I saw it, I heard about it, and take it." How was this conversation? Going to Rob, maybe trying to take a new deal with Sentinels, and then this new team came up to. How was this conversation?
It was it was scary, but it was surprisingly not as bad as I thought. I thought he was going to be very very mad at me, very upset with me when I was telling him what my decision was. But he was very surprisingly nice about it. And then, like you said, he told me the same thing. He was like, I saw what they offer you. I can't say no. So he told me just go for it. So Rob was very very nice about it.
I saw a clip a couple hours ago actually that Tyson Tense said that you called him when you got the offer and asked for his opinion. So why going after Tense for this, for this offer, and how important was he on your career, on your decision?
Um, well, I called Tens because he's a very good friend of mine and someone that I was closest with since my time on Sentinels, and he has a lot more esports experience than I do. Like I have a good amount now, but he's been doing it for much longer. He's seen a lot more. And he's someone that I really trust. So he was one of the people that I called. I also called a couple other people. I called Nicole, see what she thought. I called my parents, just trying to get like some of my friends and my loved ones' opinions to make sure I was making the right decision. Like I had I had the decision in my mind already, but I just wanted to see like I'm not crazy, right? I'm doing the right thing. So yeah, I just called a couple people closest to me, and then I was good to go after that.
Makes a lot of sense. There's another guy has a shit ton of experience in esports and was a former teammate, a former friend, not a former friend, but still a friend. His name is Gustavo Sacy, part of
Yes.
MIBR, content creator for MIBR now. Was he part of anything on this deal? Like he spoke to you, he said, "Yo, come join us," what or no?
He at the start of the off season, he messaged me and he said, "Zach, you know where to come." And that's why I didn't call him when I was calling people because I already knew what he was gonna say. But we didn't talk like anything super serious. I just knew that he wanted me to come to MIBR, so it was always there in the back of my mind.
Yeah, make a lot of sense. Just a quick fun fact: when he got the news that you reached the agreement with MIBR, he was streaming, and like I went to his stream and he was like, "Yo, I know something that you don't." I was like, "What?" Zach joined MIBR, and he was like, Yeah, not talking about it. But still talking about joining MIBR, of course, probably the craziest, one of the craziest moves of all time, probably the craziest of this off season. Um, was there any fact in a specific, and these specific facts called aspas, being the huge part of taking this deal?
It was definitely a very big part. Um, I also was excited to play with the rest of the roster because when the offer came to me, they had the full five set out already. There was no like uncertainty or no like guessing who I was gonna play with or what the or, like who the coaches were or what the roles were gonna be. So having everything very set in stone. Yeah, Aspas was a factor for sure, but like also having everything very set, that was big for me and important.
Zach, having aspas on the team is, of course, a dream for a lot of players, but so when we talk about Zach and then we talk about aspas, we talk about two elite duelists. And in this new meta, we might see a double duelist composition, but Tyson mentioned in one of his streams that you might have a new role. So, what is this new role? Are you going to leave the duelist forever?
Yes, I'm leaving the duelist forever. No, I don't know yet. We're cooking up, and I think we're open to a lot of possibilities. I think one of the nice things with the roster is we have a lot of flexibility. So you might see double duelist, you might see double smokes, you might see double initiator, you might see double senti. Uh it's very open to see that what we could be playing, but I can't tell you yet exactly, but we're cooking.
Okay. And of course, Aspas had to take the surgery, so you guys are not practicing yet. Do you think this will affect in any way the potential of MIBR in the start of the year?
At the start of the year, maybe we could start a little slow, but I do think that we're able to practice efficiently and make the most out of the time that we're going to have before kickoff. So I have a lot of faith that we're going to be able to get good work in and be able to shape up our map pool before kickoff.
Amazing. Well, last week you came to Brazil. You were here shooting the announcement, and last time you came here was in 23 for lock-in. So I don't know how long you were here, but have you got time to try different food and go to different places, or you just came, shut the announcement, and leave?
I went to oh, well, I don't even remember what it was called. I went to the barbecue place with the team.
Barbacoa?
eh, no, not barbacoa. We had to go to
No.
another place because barbacoa was too crowded. It was like a 2-hour wait. So we went to another barbecue place, but it was very, very good. But it was mostly just shooting the announcement and going. It was very go go go. I was only there for 2 days, but I had a good time, and the barbecue place was very good.
I believe it is. So when we talk about this new move, of course, a lot of things changes. You're joining a new community. Of course, you have a lot of fans in Brazil due to playing with Gustavo back in the day. But it's a new community, it's a new environment, it's a new atmosphere for you. So how do you feel joining the Brazilian culture, the Brazilian family now officially, not only being the Gustavo friend?
I'm excited. I know that the fans are very passionate, and I see that on Twitter. Like everyone goes crazy when they win, and same when they lose. But I'm just excited. It makes it a lot of fun for me when people care, when the fans care. They want to see you play well. They're rooting for the team. I'm just excited, and I just want to play well.
Have you ever thought about playing the Brazilian team before the offer came?
Um, I don't think I ever had an offer before for a Brazilian team before this one. So no, I really never really thought about it before.
And you mentioned you call your parents, Nicole, people who were really close to you, and there's one specific person that I think everyone in the community loves. That's your mom. She's always there at the crowd with the signs and supporting you, supporting the team. So is she ready to learn Portuguese? Is she ready to roll into this Brazilian community thing?
Yeah, I think she's ready to learn Portuguese. We'll see. I hope the I hope people teach her the right things, but she's definitely ready and excited to learn.
And one funny thing I saw on Twitter, I even tweeted about it when Nicole was playing MIBR on the first match or the per bracket of GCC. She was like destroying, and I saw a comment like on, I think it was on Sacy stream, Like, yeah, she's pissed because Zekken joined the MIBR. So, do you think she was pissed at MIBR because you joined the team?
No, I don't think so. But it was definitely it was a very awkward day at the office for me. I was just sitting here watching at home. I was like, oh man, I have my partner here and I have my coworkers here, and she's kind of smashing them a little bit, but it's fine.
Zach, talking about the office, you're changing just a couple feet away from the Sentinels office to a MIBR office since both organizations share the space. So how do you think will be the relationship now with Kaplan, with John, with Norey, and everyone on Sentinels?
I think it'll still be a good relationship. I got permission from the Sun manager that I can still go to the kitchen and take snacks as long as I don't as long as I don't bother people like while they're practicing. So I'm still pretty much the same for me. As far as I know, they don't hate me, so that's good.
And of course, talking this new environment, we have a little of an exchange because you joined my BR, Cortez, you joined Sentinels, and we had the picture of you two at the end of stage 2 together exchanging jerseys. So do you think the relationship between you guys would just swap places?
Yes, I think we have to do another jersey swap with the new ones now that we have the picture with the old ones.
Yeah. Now talking again about stage 2, because you guys were like pretty solid. Where do you think like it went wrong for Sentinels in Champions? Because you guys left 0-2 at Champs. It wasn't I think no one was expecting like Sentinels to go 5-0 and then win the first playoff match and then get third place and go 0-2 on Champions. So what do you think? Where do you think it went wrong for Sentinels? In this run from stage 2 to Champs.
Um, I wouldn't say we necessarily like had things go super wrong or had a collapse, but Champs is just very cutthroat. You're playing against the best of the best, and everyone's in form at the right time, and we just didn't show up the way that we wanted to. We didn't have the momentum going in, and it definitely showed. And we lost 2 games that we felt that we were capable of winning. It was pretty like a disappointing way to end the year, but I don't think like there was like an event or anything that happened and like everything like spiraled. I think we just showed up and played below our standard.
Makes a lot of sense. Now talking about the new roster, of course, playing with Aspas, we spoke about him, but we have a lot of good players in this roster. We have Verno taking the IGL role now officially. Another young guy who's we played a lot probably on scrims when he was with Oxygen. We played him last year with MIBR. So thoughts on the guy? We know he's pretty solid. He's like you, pretty shy, pretty on his own. So thoughts on the new IGL?
Yeah, I think he's really good. Like you say, he's a bit shy, he's a bit to himself, but he's always thinking about the game and he's very passionate about it and he's always looking to work and to improve. And I do think it's nice. It's his second year now IGLing, so he's got a little bit of experience under his belt, but he also has 4 teammates with a ton of both domestic and international experience. So I think there's going to be a lot of help for him along the way. Like if he has some struggles, we'll pick him up. And obviously our coaching staff is very ready to help him as well. So I think he's going to progress a lot this year and he's going to show a lot of good things.
And now, Mazino and Tex joining 2 former Aspas teammates on Lav. So MIBR will have like 2 bases. I guess it's the right word here because they have like Lav 24 and then MIBR 25 together. So do you think like joining these 2 rosters, these experience, having a lot of experience together, like everyone, do you think it will be easy for you to just fit in and make everything your game just flow?
Yeah, I think I should be able to. I think it's a very nice thing that all these players, like the rest of the players on my team, they all have experience playing together. They have good synergy already, and they know what each other like, what they like and don't like. So at least for me, I'm just gonna try and be kind of like a sponge and just intake all the information like as quick as I can, and try and see, how they function together, what people like and what they don't like. And I think the fact that they have experience already is going to be really nice, and I'm just going to do my best to fit in as best I can.
Makes a lot of sense. Zach, we met you first internationally when you were playing the Flex, mostly Raze and Sova. And you're a big basketball guy, I guess, because Epic Hooper is
Yeah.
your name in Valorant. So was it before you changed to MIBR Zekken? So I posted a video of you yesterday doing shock darts lineups on Sunset with the basketball. So
Mhm.
talk me through, this, the flex part of your career now coming back with MIBR, and also this passion with basketball.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be hopefully playing some agents with some lineups, so I get to make some cool baskets. Um, I was watching NBA a bit this off season, but I'll probably have to watch it a bit less now that practice is starting up and now that we're getting into the full swing of the season. But who knows? You might see some epic hooping this year.
Makes a lot of sense. Zach, we changing outside of Valorant, we know you're a New York Giants fan. Season wasn't the prettiest until now. So how do we save together, me and you? How do we save the New York Giants?
Okay, okay. First of all, we need to land the number one pick, and then we need to trade it to someone, and then we need to start picking up people. Okay, Malik Neighbors is coming back, so we have a good wide receiver. Maybe we get one more wide receiver. We need a corner. We definitely need a corner, and then we need Scatterboo to like unbreak his leg. We need magic healing power to make his leg not snap in half anymore. And then I think we'll be pretty solid next year. I don't think we're gonna win the Super Bowl, but like we can get more than 2 wins next year for sure if we can do that.
Eats Jackson Dart the quarterback for the future?
I think so. I think he's shown a lot of good stuff this year. He made some rookie errors, but like he's a rookie, that'll happen. But I think he can be really really good.
Makes a lot of sense. We're going to save this franchise from where they are now. Zach,
Please, please.
talking talking about the coaching staff, you have not only two really experienced coaches, but you have two Counter Strike legends, Fraud and Happy, joining as assistant coach slash analyst. So, how do you think that being with them, two legends on FPS scene, but how do you think their experience can help you being better than you are?
Um, Alright, first of all, let me say I'm just super excited to be working with both of them. It's just so cool for me as someone who like watched Counter Strike growing up. I think their experience is going to be extremely helpful. Just the like tech FPS fundamentals and the ideas they translate across the games. Um, and like saying that, it's not like saying that they're two like Counter Strike heads and that they only like think in like Counter Strike ideology. They've been playing, not playing. They've been coaching Valorant both for a long time now, so they have the game down for sure. They know like what they're doing and what they're talking about. They're not like kind of having like an old mindset. So I'm just really excited to see like what they think about the game. Well, I already seen now. Where I'm excited to play with how they think about the game and work with their fundamentals, and it's just very exciting for me, especially as someone who was watching growing up.
Zach, joining a Brazilian team, there is the classic Brazilian question: how is the Portuguese?
Uh, I know all the necessities, and
Go on.
no, no, no,
No, go on.
I got vamos, I got caralho, I got boa, I got bom dia, I got boa noite, I got filho da puta, I got. I think that covers everything. That's pretty much how I got around for the 2 day. I was
Makes a
just
lot
saying
of.
that to everybody. Oh, I got no fala Portuguese. That got me through a lot also in the
I think you
when
can
I was there in
survive.
Brazil.
I think you can survive like a couple hours in Brazil.
That's all
Maybe.
that's what I need. That's all I need. I'm gonna learn more throughout the year too, so it should be good.
Where's the Salve Galera that you spoke with me like last year? Forgot
Salve
it?
galera.
Yeah?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I got Careca too. That's big. That
Yeah.
one's important.
Yeah. Now with again reunited with Sacy and reunited, not reunited, but him reunited with Aspas as well. His you and Aspas being the two kids, the two prodigies that Sacy has been the mentor. How do you feel like this friendship between you, Aspas, and Sacy will go on?
I think it will go good. I saw the picture. What was it called? From
Ninja
the Ninja
Turtles?
Turtles.
Yeah.
Yeah, where it's the teacher and he's got the kids like that. So I think it's gonna kind of be like that. I think it's very nice to have Gustavo around just for the guidance. Like he's like, if you have anything you ever want to ask or talk about the game, I'm here. So I think that's really cool, and I'm just excited to keep working and keep growing alongside with Fastpass, and then having Gustavo there if there's any questions. I just think it's really nice.
Zach, you guys will start the kickoff run on the 17th against Envy, the Ascension champions, or EV Genesis. So, any thoughts who you think you might win this match? So, will be the first game.
Oh, it's a tough one because I think both the rosters are pretty promising. Um, Man, I think Envy's gonna win. I think Eggster is gonna have a life game. I think DG Zin's gonna drop 70 kills, but Envy's gonna win, and I think we'll play them. That's my guess.
Makes sense. So, are you excited to finally play Envy at the stage, not only on practice?
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. I just love playing new teams that I haven't played against before. I guess it would also apply for EG if we were to play them. Like it's EG still, but it's a brand new roster with I believe 4 out of 5 new
Yeah,
players, maybe five. They have oh yeah,
yeah.
Superman from last year.
Superman's
So
is
yeah,
there.
4 out of 5 new players. So either way, playing like a new roster or just a team that I haven't played on stage before, I'm very excited for it.
Makes sense. Zach, with this new roster, of course, comes a lot of expectations, a lot of people calling this a super team. So, first of all, we've seen a lot of super teams fail in the past. We've seen the 24 NRG this year with Vitality, and we have a shit ton of super teams coming into next year, not only in Americas, but probably everywhere. So, how do you think MIBR will go next season? And do you think this super team curse exists?
Um, Super team curse.
Yeah.
I think it depends on like the structure because I think at least for Vitality last year is the one I'm thinking of. Their IGLing wasn't like super set or super structured. So I think that's why the team kind of went down slowly. It just became all 5 of the guys running around fighting. But I think this year with the coaches that we have and with Verno at the helm for IGLing, we're gonna have a lot of structure and we're gonna play a lot more like a team. And I don't I don't know. I don't think we'll be cursed this year. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun.
You think the synergy between, Aspas, Verno, Mazino, Tax, and everyone just being together for a long time and or play together for a long time before will happen? Sorry, will help you guys to be better and don't fail as the super teams usually do.
Yeah, I think so. I think another part of like the big super teams kind of not working out is that they just kind of mush 5 players together who've never played together before, and they're building the synergy like in the middle of the year already when you're supposed to be playing well. So I think like another factor that's helping us is the fact that they've built the synergy already across a couple different years and a couple different rosters. So we're not gonna have like a ton of problems in the start and then be in the middle of the year and being like, okay guys, we need to build synergy and get used to playing together. Like I think they've already got that down.
Zach, when we speak about this new MIBR, of course, the Brazilian community and the international community itself also uh, have a lot of expectations of maybe winning Americas, winning Masters, winning champs. Do you think there's expectations? Like, what do you think about this expectations? Do you think MIBR will be able to clinch any titles? Because last year I spoke with Aspas before the season. He said like, yeah, we're aiming for every single trophy, like 6 trophies. So do you think MIBR will go with the same mentality this year?
Yes, we're going for the golden road. We're going for every single trophy. I definitely think that we're capable of winning and capable of doing really good things this year. So we're just gonna have to wait and see, and we're willing to put in the hard work. So I think it's gonna be a good year.
America's next season will be like a lot of good teams, a lot of super hyped teams with G2, Lav, MIBR, NRG, Crew, and a lot of other teams. Who do you think will be the toughest competition for you guys?
Um, Man, it's hard because everyone's very good. I think or the ones that I'm thinking of, I think G2, NRG, and Lev are gonna be a very big like trio, I guess, in the league. I think is very, very promising. They have a lot of young talent. They're new together, but they've been working a lot and they've been showing good stuff in the off season. And then G2 and NRG, you already know how good they are, and they made some changes, but they're still the same old good teams. So I think all three. I'm definitely missing people. America's is just very, very stacked this year, but I think it's going to be a very high level of competition.
If you can highlight a player from any team outside of yours, who do you think will be the best player in America's next season?
Ooh.
That's a tough
Okay,
question.
my sleeper pick is Kiko. I think he's gonna do really good this year.
Makes sense. Coming in from EMEA, joining NRG, the world champions, makes a lot of sense. Zach, next season will be probably one of the craziest yet. So, are you excited for just playing with the new roster itself? What's the biggest goal for Zekken, the player, not Zekken with MIBR, just Zekken? What's Zachary? What's the biggest goal for you?
Uh well, yeah, I'm very, very excited to play. I can't wait. My biggest goal for myself as a player is just to play well, make good decisions, and transition into whatever I might be playing next year. Transition into it well and transition into it smoothly, and just be willing to learn and be willing to do whatever it takes to win. So I'm just excited to work. I'm excited to play, and I'm excited to learn a lot this year.
I don't know why, but I feel like something related to smoke coming
Yeah, you
from
would know
you.
about smoke.
Come
Nailed it.
on, man. Come on, bro.
I'm
Zach,
sorry I had to.
no, you're good. You're good. You're not the first one, and it won't be the last one. I'm pretty sure about it. Zach, so for to us to end it, to wrap it up, I'll leave you the space to send a message to your fans, family, friends, the Brazilian community who's really excited to have you with us now. So space is yours, man.
Okay. I need to remember what Gustavo told me. He said, "Omi bei joga." So
Yeah.
that's my message to the Brazilian fans, and to everyone else. Thank you so much for supporting me. Thank you so much for supporting MIBR this year. I'm really excited to play. I'm really excited to win. I think it's going to be a great year, and I love all you guys. And if my family's watching, I love you guys too.
Zach, once again, thank you very much for taking the time for being with me today, and good luck next
Of
season.
course. Thank you so much.